السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين وعلى أزواجه وذرياته وأهل بيته وصحبه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، فقد قال الله جل وعلا بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصم، إلى آخر الآية. The month of Ramadan, in which the Quran was revealed, a guidance for mankind and clear proofs of guidance, and a separator between right and wrong. Whoever is honored to witness the month of Ramadan, then he should observe fast. He should be fasting. Respected brothers and elders, we are the most fortunate people on the face of the earth. We are about to receive a gift, a favor from Allah that is mind-blowing, like nothing of this world. No gift or grant of any mortal human can compare to what Allah bestows upon us regularly, but especially in this blessed month of Ramadan that is approaching. It's unimaginable. Imagine if we woke up and some billionaire friend gifted us, gave us some dunya, gifted us $10 million in our bank account, $100 million in our bank account. Imagine how happy, how elated a person would be. He'd be jumping for joy. That's it. No more stress, no more worries. I'm good now. I'm going to quit my job. No more slaving away, no more boss. I'm good. Imagine what a favor that would be. My dear brothers and elders, a man can swear 1,000,000 times what Allah is giving in return of one correct day and one correct night of Ramadan is so mind-blowing that $100 million is nothing in comparison. Subhanallah. Allah mentions in the Quran ayat in Surah Al-Baqarah about fasting and the month of Ramadan, starting from ayah number 183. قال تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات. O you who believe, fasting has been made obligatory upon you like it had been made fard upon the people before you, so that you may attain taqwa, the ultimate gift. And it's only a certain numbered days. So dear brothers and elders, we are approaching these most auspicious days of this year. Each day and night of Ramadan are priceless. The true believers in anticipation of these amazing days are excited, full of enthusiasm, full of joy and happiness. There's a buzz. in the homes. There's a buzz in the masjids with exhilaration. The most priceless days and nights are about to be gifted to us, unequaled and unsurpassed by any other time. Subhanallah, the people of Iman in excitement are already preparing and planning. This is the most important time. And this time before Ramadan, today is what? The 22nd of Sha'ban, inshallah. SubhanAllah, just like when an esteemed guest comes to our home to visit, we make preparations. We make preparations to the house to host them. We try to clean up the house. We might even put some decorations, welcome. We'll prepare delicious food, make accommodations, dress properly, etc. In the same manner, a most blessed guest is about to arrive, Ramadan, and it's only coming for a few days. Ayyaman ma'dudat, a few days. There's only a few days left for this guest to arrive. So these days preceding Ramadan are also very important. If we really want to reap from the abundant blessings of Ramadan, then preparation for it is of utmost importance. Dear brothers and elders, Allah and His Rasul have encouraged us to strive. Go all out. Make every effort like people maybe make for achieving abundant wealth and money in dunya. They go all out. So strive to achieve the huge blessings of Ramadan. Allah is looking for excuses to shower these blessings upon us. So we make serious goals and prepare. To achieve the best of anything, you have to prepare. Of course. If you want to go into a marathon, you just don't go just like that. You prepare for it for years and for months. If you have a good high posting job, you prepare. If you want your health to be good, you prepare. So, same with deen, same with taqwa, same with Iman and Ramadan. Start preparing. With what? With daily Quran recitation, with salah in jama'ah, with adhkar, with du'as, with tawbah, with istighfar, and regularly fasting throughout the year, and especially in the month of Sha'ban, and especially on Mondays and Thursdays, and the middle of the month, Ayyam al-Bid. And we prepare by abandoning all the gook and bad habits, being obsessed with dunyavi entertainment, movies, and social media, abstaining from so many mounting distractions that are holding us back from improving in piety, in Iman, taqwa, and closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we make goals from now to present a beautiful Ramadan. Wallahi, no one can be sure if we will receive this gift again next year. That's why the pious of the past, the Salafus Salihin, they would be so enthusiastic and passionate for it. They would make dua for half a year, 6 months before Ramadan was to arrive. Subhanallah. Ya Allah, we want to achieve from the huge blessings of Ramadan. Allahumma ballighna Ramadan waj'alna fihi min al-faizin. Allah, let us reach Ramadan and make us from the successful in this month. Make us so that we truly appreciate it. Hafiz ibn Rajab rahimahullah relates that Ma'la ibn Fadl rahimahullah would say that the Salaf al-Salihin كانوا يدعون ستة أشهر كان يدعون الله تعالى ستة أشهر أن يبلغهم رمضان. The Salaf al-Salihin would desire, crave for Ramadan and make dua for 6 months before Ramadan. Oh Allah, make us reach Ramadan. And وَيَدْعُونَ سِتَّةَ أَشْهُرٍ أَن يَتَقَبَّلَ مِنْهُمْ. And after Ramadan, they would be making dua for months and months and months. Oh Allah, accept our ibadat in Ramadan. Accept our qiyam and our siyam. Accept our istighfar and tawbah. Accept our sadaqat. Accept all the deeds that we did in the masjid, at home. They would say, Allahumma taqabbal minna siyam Ramadan wa qiyamahu. Now, subhanAllah, dear brothers, Allah loves this month of Ramadan, and so do the angels love this month of Ramadan. Just like the true believers prepare for Ramadan, making beautiful goals, making beautiful, preparing to recite the Quran, qiyam, siyam, dua, and much more. There is even a preparation made by Allah for this month of Ramadan, and the angels for this month of Ramadan. Can you imagine, as this beautiful month approaches, Allah makes preparations for the believers to fully benefit and progress. So what is this beautiful preparation made by Allah Himself? Let's mention a few. Amongst many, 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 we'll mention a few. 5. Allah wants us to make this month huge like none other, and Allah wants to bestow like never before, showering us with blessings, gifts, benefits that cannot be found in any other time. You know, if we really try and make ourselves worthy of these gifts, from even just one day or one night, wallahi, it's enough for our whole lifetime. Let me say that again. If we try and make ourselves worthy of these gifts from even one day or one night of Ramadan, wallahi, it's enough for us for our whole lifetime, dunya and akhirah. Subhanallah. So what are these preparations made by Allah? Number 1, Allah has made Ramadan a manageable number of days. How many days is Ramadan? 41? 30. Good. 29 or 30 days. 29 or 30 days. Imagine if the days were 60. Imagine if the days were 90. Imagine if we had to fast 6 months of the year, which is totally correct if it was done. But no, the wisdom of Allah, only 30 days, huge blessing. They are only a limited amount of days, ayyaman ma'dudat. This is from His infinite mercy upon us, that He is gifting us huge reward for fasting such a limited number of days. Subhanallah. Preparation number 2. You know, we make many enemies living in this world. This person did this, this person did that. I'm not going to talk, I'm not going to salam. But the most vicious and wicked of enemies to man, to his success, to his iman and taqwa, to his connection with Allah, to his stress-free life in this world, and success in this world and the grave and the day of judgment and the hereafter, the biggest and most vicious of enemies is the shaitan. In this month, Allah prepares it for the believers by chaining up the shayateen, the wicked shayateen. They're restrained and confined from attacking us, from alluring us, from beguiling us the whole month till the last night, making the ibadah of this month lighter, easier, tranquil, sweeter, much more appealing for the believer. Worshipping will not seem like a burden, insha'Allah. So the hadith is sahih, it's in Tirmidhi, وصحه الألباني. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu says that the Prophet ﷺ said, إذا كان أول ليلة من شهر رمضان صفدت الشياطين ومردت الجن. When the very first night of Ramadan enters, the devils and the rebellious shayateen, the jinn, are chained up. This is Allah preparing this blessed month for the believers. Allah is helping us so that we don't slip, so we achieve full benefit. Allah wants each and every single day, each and every single one of us to prosper, to achieve Iman, taqwa, to achieve that stress-free and tranquil life. Preparation number 3 from Allah. In the same hadith, the Prophet ﷺ says further, وَغُلِّقَتْ أَبْوَابُ النَّارِ فَلَمْ يُفْتَحْ مِنْهَا بَابٌ وَفُتِّحَتْ أَبْوَابُ الْجَنَّةِ فَلَمْ يُغْلَقْ مِنْهَا بَابٌ. The gates of hell are shut such that no gate will be opened. Subhanallah. Can you imagine? And all the gates of paradise are opened such that no gate will be closed. وَيُنَادِي مُنَادٍ يَا بَاغِيَ الْخَيْرِ أَقْبِلْ وَيَا بَاغِيَ الشَّرِّ أَقْصِرْ. And a caller calls out, O seeker of good, come closer. Come closer, meaning busy yourself in good deeds. And O seeker of evil, refrain, restrain from every misdeed. My dear brothers and elders, this month is so blessed that Allah opens the doors of paradise looking for any excuse or any reason to grant Jannah. The doors are open. Each and every good deed becomes the cause and the means of entry to Jannah. And each and every good deed becomes the means for protection from hellfire. So the gates are closed of hellfire. Refraining from any bad deed, resisting any temptation and bad habit can become the reason to enter paradise and protection from hellfire. Preparation number 4. Subhanallah, the hadith continues. So beautiful, it's amazing. وَلِلَّهِ أُتَقَاءُ مِنَ النَّارِ وَذَلِكَ كُلَّ لَيْلَةٍ. Every single night of the month of Ramadan, people who were destined to go to hellfire will be freed from Jahannam. Allah frees them, emancipates them, pardons them every night of Ramadan. Subhanallah. We will only know the greatness of that on the Day of Judgment. Such a huge gift. A true believer lives every day and every night of Ramadan immaculately to achieve this ultimate gift. Imagine living even one day of Ramadan so beautifully, or one night of Ramadan so beautifully that Allah is pleased and that person becomes from the utaqa minan nar, the freed from the hellfire. May Allah make us all from them. Pardoned from hellfire. So start preparing from now. Get in the habit from now. After Isha, make extra nafil salah. Some time for Quran, recitation given. Reflection on the Quran, given. Some time for tahajjud and dua and istighfar and tawbah, given every day. Get in the habit from now, Isha and Fajr with Jama'ah in the masjid. And if possible, every Salah with Jama'ah in the masjid. Preparation number 5 of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this blessed month. Allah gives us with the treasure of a night. If a person gave you $100 million in your bank account and your child's bank account and all your family's bank account, it's still less than the night of Laylatul Qadr. It's priceless and mind-blowing. Worship in this amazing night is better than 1,000 months. قال عليه السلام فيه ليلة خير من ألف شهر. Within Ramadan is a huge night, greater than 1,000 months. Not equal to 1,000 months, greater. 1,100 months, 1,500 months, 2,000 months, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestows and grants. Subhanallah. Imagine 83 years of ibadah for just one night. 83 years of adhkar, of istighfar, of du'as, of qiyamul layl for one night. So much barakah can come in the life. 83 years, 80 plus years of sajda for one night. Subhanallah. May Allah grant us this night, this year, and every year. That we're in worship and we're in obedience, we're in Iman, taqwa, and full of humility and humbleness. Whoever is deprived of this night, man hurima khayraha faqad hurim. Whoever is deprived of his goodness is big time deprived. Losing out. These are, in short, some of the many preparations Allah makes for this blessed month so that the believers aspire to achieve this huge opportunity, huge success and blessings, achieve barakah in their lives, in their home, in their deen, in their family, in their health, in their earnings, and they achieve a stress-free life. Sukoon and tranquility, success in dunya and akhirah, and protection from difficulties and mishaps and sins and shayateen and nafs and dunyavi trials. This is the time to achieve forgiveness of sins. This is the time to achieve the pleasure of Allah and success on the day of judgment, freedom from loss and freedom from the hellfire. And this is the time to achieve the highest and lofty levels of Jannah. Dear brothers, Allahul Musta'an, may Allah protect us from being ungrateful. As the month of Ramadan approaches, the people of Iman, the true believers, will rejoice. They'll be elated, thankful, and full of buzz at home in the masjid, unlike the people of dunya and nafs and desires, disinterested in striving in ibadah, even dreading it. Oh, Ramadan is coming, it's going to be so hard, it's going to be hot, it's going to be such long days. How am I going to leave my bad habits? I have to smoke. I have to watch my late night dose of TV and social media entertainment. May Allah protect us all. There might be Muslims obsessed and absorbed in dunya, and they might actually dread the approach of Ramadan. Imagine the displeasure of Allah. Allah is gifting mankind with the beautiful month, full of bounties and barakah and forgiveness and huge opportunities to improve the life, huge opportunities to achieve success and protection from all problems. And this Muslim actually displays grievance, disregard, displeasure. May Allah protect us from being ungrateful and unappreciative, and from being distant from Allah, Iman, Taqwa, Deen, and piety. Dear brothers, the people of dunya, because of weak Iman, their response to Allah is so incorrect, it's so sad. Allah, out of His love and mercy, is gifting them with these opportunities, and their response is ungratefulness. Actually turning their back. Where Allah is calling towards purity and goodness, they turn away, obsessed with their dunya. When Allah is opening door after door to real prosperity and success, they're still disregarding. The preparation of the people of dunya, the response is sadly unfaithfulness and betrayal. Even disobedience, even though every person, and especially them, they are in desperate need of Allah. Desperate need of His mercy, His favors, His protection, His forgiveness. May Allah protect us all and make us grateful, loyal servants to Allah throughout the year, and especially in Ramadan. The people of Akhirah, the people of true Iman, beautiful is their preparation. May Allah make us amongst them, make our children amongst them, make our parents amongst them, all of our friends and relatives amongst them. Let's mention a few ways that the people of Iman, the people of Akhirah, the true believers prepare for Ramadan. Their preparation is so very different. You know what their slogan is? While the people of dunya, oh no, Ramadan is coming, it's going to be so hard, I'm going to be thirsty, I can't smoke anymore, and you know what their slogan is? Oh Ramadan, please hurry, hurry. We long for you. We're in such need for you. Our sins have accumulated and they're becoming so heavy. Our habits have gone so bad. Our lives have gone so lopsided and off track. The dunya is pulling us away from Iman, taqwa, and goodness. Our hearts are ill with pride, void of humility, diseased. Come fast, O Ramadan, come and transform us from this negligence, these distractions. Purify us, O Ramadan. Bring us back to the goal of life, to the goal of Akhirah. Make us the true servants and slaves of Allah. The people of Iman observe Ramadan through the lens of the hereafter, not through the lens of dunya and desires. Hunger, thirst, inconvenience, struggle is all welcome, welcome, welcome. Never a burden. Subhanallah. They look at Ramadan through the lens of Iman. So the preparation is very different. Like a guest that they cannot wait to receive properly and embrace and host. Oh Ramadan, come in my house, I'm going to host you. How do they prepare? Number one, they get busy in dua to Allah to allow them to reach Ramadan, receive Ramadan, decorate Ramadan with piety, with striving, with worship, with generosity, with tawbah and istighfar, with Quran, its recitation, its reflection, its da'wah. They make dua, showing the importance to Allah to let them reach Ramadan. What dua do they make? Allahumma ballighna Ramadan. Oh Allah, let us reach Ramadan. They see many people who were alive last year and they're not alive this year. Passed away, not reaching the blessing. And they know one Ramadan to another Ramadan can be a game changer. As mentioned in the hadith in Bukhari, Ramadan ila Ramadan, mukaffaratun ma baynahunna. So the people of Akhirah prepare for Ramadan, number one, with dua. Like we mentioned, 6 months. The Salafus Salihin would make dua, oh Allah, make us reach Ramadan, make us from the people who are fasting in Ramadan, the people who are doing qiyam in Ramadan, people who are making istighfar in Ramadan. Oh Allah, make us from the people who are doing tawbah and their tawbah is accepted in Ramadan. Oh Allah, give us the beautiful night of Laylatul Qadr. They're making dua. Yahya ibn Kathir, Abi Kathir, rahimahullah would say in his dua, Allahumma sallimni ila Ramadan, wa sallim li Ramadan, wa tasallamhu minhi mutaqabbala. Oh Allah, devote me, submit me over to Ramadan, and submit Ramadan over to me and receive it from me, having accepted it, O Allah. So the number one preparation, dua. Number two, the people of Akhirah, they prepare with a beautiful niyyah in advance. From much before the month starts, they have a goal, they have niyyah, and they keep refreshing it before and as Ramadan starts, and in the middle of Ramadan they refresh it, and towards the end of Ramadan, and before the last night, they keep refreshing their niyyah and their goals. They don't get tired. Oh, okay, it's been 2 days, man, I'm tired now. They keep refreshing, to strive, to keep active, to keep attached, to keep worshipping, to keep dua, to keep da'wah, to keep Quran, because they realize that the bounties of Ramadan are linked to the intention, to the goal. There are many opportunities in Ramadan to wipe away the heaps of sins and wrongs entirely, empty the garbage and start fresh. The hadith is mashhur, it's in Bukhari. The Prophet ﷺ said, Man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban, ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbihi. Whoever fasts Ramadan out of belief and hoping in the reward, his previous sins will be wiped away. Whoever stands in the night with this, his previous sins will be wiped away. Whoever worships in the night of Laylatul Qadr, like this, his previous sins will be wiped away. SubhanAllah, these huge rewards and forgivenesses of Allah and the forgiveness of all this gook and sins is linked to our intention. SubhanAllah, these true believers are so keen to show Allah that they're elated as Ramadan approaches. Their internal state, their niyyah is seen in their internal state, full of excitement, full of eagerness to strive in Ramadan. They're not miserable and gloomy and uneasy as Ramadan is coming and disregarding it. The third preparation of the people of Akhirah, they prepare Ramadan by connecting with the Quran, and they get into the habit of fasting continuously in Sha'ban, Mondays, Thursdays, the middle of the month, and many more days. And they're beginning to strive again in Qiyamul Layl if they had fallen short. SubhanAllah, in any field, you need to practice, you need to train, to prepare in work, in sport, in wrestling, boxing, track and field. You have to prepare, you have to train. Soccer, mashallah, there's many young people here, especially in the first row. All probably play soccer and basketball, and they probably do a lot of training. When you go to work, if you're going to the army, then there's training. You go into the police, there's training. Any job, especially of high value, there's training. Similarly, true believers, they also warm up in preparation for Ramadan. So in Ramadan, when it starts, they're already running, They're already in the habit of fasting. They're already in the habit of Qiyamul Layl and Quran and Dua and all of those things. Many Muslims might not prepare. You know what? When it comes, I'll be automatically ready. Iman, I will turn it on at that time. Boom, ready for Ramadan. So, yes, they get a major boost in the beginning, like the air has changed. The first few days of Ramadan, full of enthusiasm, but then so many Muslims quickly run out of steam because this wasn't their practice. This is due to the lack of preparation and proper warm-up before Ramadan. The people of Akhirah, they prepare well in advance to get the most out of Ramadan and to make sure their battery does not run out after a few days of Ramadan. The fourth preparation of the people of hereafter, they prepare by recognizing and specifying every single shortcoming, every sin, every weakness that they're struggling to get rid of, and they try to uproot it before Ramadan. Before Ramadan, I'm going to control my gazes. Before Ramadan, I'm going to leave this bad habit and that bad habit. Before Ramadan, I'm going to clean my heart with any ill feelings for all the people. You know, many people might still continue a sin and evil till the last day before Ramadan, Allah musta'an. And now when they do the Ramadan, they're not achieving the goodness, the spirituality like the others are. The others are enjoying Ramadan, savoring Ramadan. But this Ramadan has little effect on them. Their sins that they didn't really give up, but they just put it on pause, is holding them back. Their intention was never to rid themselves of this. To khalas, I repent, tawbah, never again. No. Their intention, pause until Ramadan is finished, then start again. My dear brothers, every human will and can have weaknesses and sins. People end up committing. But if we don't totally discard and eliminate, then the heart suffers. When we indulge in sin, the heart suffers. The heart loses the ability to enjoy worship, to enjoy Ramadan. The Iman suffers, the Deen suffers, then the life suffers, the home suffers, the family suffers, the earnings suffer. There's no barakah and no peace of mind and heart. The month of Ramadan is the month of real ibadah. While ditching every wrong and every sin. Every worship is a bundle of purity and fragrance. A person busy in true, sincere worship will get the beautifying effects, the satiation of the heart. Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. This is a done deal from Allah. It's guaranteed. You make dhikr of Allah, you do the worship of Allah, Allah will give you itmi'nan. How is it that the person is doing adhkar, but the itmi'nan is not there? The sins are holding it back. So a person of akhirah is longing to do ibadah so as to not miss out on the sweetness of being close to Allah subhanahu. Al-Wahib ibn Warb, rahimahullah, was asked, هل يجد طعم العبادة من يعصي? Can the one who is in bad habit of doing sins, can he experience the sweetness of worship, of deen, of good deeds? He answered, La, no. وَلَا مَن يَهُمُّ بِالْمَعْصِيَةِ. Not even the one who yearns to do sins, desires. People figure out sneaky ways to commit fraud, to commit sins, to commit immorality. The heart will stay ill. So how will it feel the sweet sensation of worship during Ramadan? Just like when a person is sick, all the delicious food you put in front of them, he has no taste in the mouth. He won't feel it. Sneakily, a person may extend a lustful gaze, online or offline, or at the office, or at work, or on the road, or at the mall. Maybe something haram. Instantly, his ability to enjoy the recitation of the Quran is lost. Or even to find the zeal to do it is damaged. He doesn't open the Quran. Why is he not opening the word of Allah? He has no zeal for it. Those sins are holding him back. There and then, a person insists on a bad habit, maybe intermingling with the opposite gender, conversation, or money dealings, haram. Instantly there is damage. Deprived of all types of nur from enjoying pure and life-giving ibadah. Deprived of the zeal of dua and qiyamul layl and tilawah. From the zeal of actually giving da'wah, taking the name of Allah, motivating others to take the name of Allah. The ability to shed tears out of the fear of sins. Devoid of so much good due to the bad habits and sins. Subhanallah, this person wonders, I've been sinning for so long, and actually no worries, no impact, no damnation. I'll just make tawbah later on when I'm 91 years old. Know very well, O Muslim, no interest in good deeds is the punishment being given right now because of sins. No softening of the heart is a punishment. No zeal for piety is a punishment. This is the effect of sins. So make tawbah right now to get out of this punishment. Allah gives the understanding. The joy of being close to Allah might get taken away and they might fail to see it. The contentment of deeds of Iman, striving for success of the Day of Judgment and hereafter, all snatched away. Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah said, مَا ضُرِبَ عَبْدٌ بِأَقُوبَةٍ أَعْظَمَ مِنْ قَسْوَةِ الْقَلْبِ وَالْبُعْدِ عَنِ اللَّهِ. There is no punishment in existence that is worse and more severe than the hardness of the heart and being distant from Allah. This is a punishment. So the people of Akhirah, they prepare for Ramadan by removing all the goop from their lives. Before the month of Ramadan approaches, they single out every sin, they repent from each, a real repentance, a real istighfar, a real tawbah. I have 2 minutes. Fifth preparation, the true believers, they put together an action plan, organized. They don't just say, whatever I can do, I will. No, they take control. They know exactly what they must accomplish from each day and night of this month with clear targets. All right, I'm going to read 1/3 of the juz of the Quran at this time, the 2/3 at night time. At the time, I'm going to do tahajjud, I'm going to do dhikrullah, I'm going to do these du'as, I'm going to do salat ala nabi, I'm going to do suhoor correctly. Tasahharu, fa inna fi suhoori barakah. Do suhoor. At the time of suhoor, there is barakah in it. You know the difference between the fasting of the people of the past and the Muslims and the Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ is suhoor. They never did suhoor. فرق ما بين صيامنا وصيام أهل الكتاب أكلة السحر. And then, at the time of iftar is one of the most precious time. A person works all day and he's given his ujra as he finishes. A person is fasting all day and now Allah's ready to give. This iftar time is gold. Make dua, it's accepted. You know what people are interested in? I'm going to eat that samosa and that pakora and that ajwa date and get this. Ooh, this biryani looks good. That's it. No dua. First day, second day, third day, fourth day, and all Ramadan goes by. When Allah wants to give and give and give and guarantee giving, that's the time of iftar. Do not leave that time without dua. When the time for iftar comes, make iftar correctly with the correct food and right away. And when the time for iftar comes, those are the best of people who feed others. They get the reward of the whole fast. There's going to be fasting in the iftar in this masjid. Be a part of it. Those are the best. Their fasting is accepted the most. من فطر صائما كان له مثل أجره غير أنه لا ينقص من أجر الصائم شيئا. Hadith is Sahih, it's in Ahmad. Whoever fasts, whoever gives food to a fasting person at the time of breaking their fast, he will get the reward of that person's fast also. Subhanallah. And then the last thing, towards the end of Ramadan, the last 1/3, the true believers get more engaged, strive more, they go all out. When the hadith is in Bukhari, the Prophet ﷺ, when the last 10 nights would enter, shadda mi'dharahu, he would tighten his pants. Wa ahya laylahu, and he would stay up in the night worshiping. And this is so important, these last 10 nights, he would even wake his family up. Make ibadah. It's too much Allah wants to give. So last 10 nights, be in a go all out mode. And then of course he would make i'tikaf. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the understanding. There was a little bit more I wanted to say. We'll talk about it next week. Allah give us the understanding, give us the tawfiq to make amal what was said and heard. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah.